Hey everybody, it's the 19th episode of Mark Vlogs Every Day in April. Welcome to VEDA 19. Commentary. Motherfucker.
Mark Vlogs Every Day in April.
Your comments have been lovely. Mostly, get well soon, we enjoy your videos, things like that. I thought I'd go through and find a few of the more interesting ones and actually address the questions. Tracy Geeting says, way back at the beginning of April, wish you a quick recovery. I wanted you to know I used your Fez pattern and made 8 for an opera, and they turned out great. Thank you. Well, that's great, Tracy. She's talking about, I have a video called How to Make a Fez, another one called Fez Math, about how to make the Fez pattern. If you're a Doctor Who fan and want to make yourself a Fez, or if you've got an opera and you need like Turkish opera guys, find my Fez video. Aaron Still on the episode 7 where I explain the whole accident and get kind of emotional. He says, "You're lucky I'm in a wheelchair now, totally paralyzed 4.5 years ago." Well, that's kind of a buzzkill, Aaron. Jeez, you know. I have said I was very lucky in this accident to not be paralyzed or killed or anything like that. So yeah, you know, it's like whenever you think you got problems, there's always somebody who's got bigger problems. So Aaron, my heart goes out to you. I hope you're finding some peace and joy in the world. Mediocre Films, Greg Benson says, hang in there, Mark. We love you, man. God love Greg. He's come to see me 3 times or more. He's been in my videos. I just might be in an upcoming video from him, so keep an eye out on Mediocre Films. But Greg, you're the best. Anthony says, is Noah okay? I noticed some band-aids on his hand. That's when my kids came and visit. Noah had some bandages, kind of raggedy bandages on his hand. He's a skateboarder. He's 18, he's at the skateboards, so he does like, you know, eat the street once in a while. So his like knee and his hand are all kind of tore up. But it's all just teenager, cool, you know, cuts and stuff. He'll be fine. Keith Rocco says, if I was anywhere near LA or California, I'd stop and visit and try to help cheer you up. I'm sure you'd love having a D- YouTuber you've never met dropping in. Excellent point. Maybe don't just drop in if you don't know me. That would be a little weird. But if you're a fan of YouTubers and you're coming to VidCon this summer, VidCon, I'll be there. I'll be there. Professor Puppet will be there, and we'll be in full effect. So if you're into it, we'll try to do a meetup or something. I'd love to meet all of you guys if you're coming to California, coming to VidCon. But, you know, otherwise, we're still enjoying each other's company here on the internet. Christopher Landry says, haha, ukulele, YouTuber's first choice in musical instrument. Well, you know, I was a ukulele player before I was a YouTuber. Pretty much. I guess they sort of coincided. But you can actually look back at my history and see a bunch of ukulele videos with my group, the Atomic Ukes of Southern California, which I miss desperately because I can't go since I've been here. But we're not, like, good or anything, but we have a damn good time. LJ Master Noob, God love you, man. This guy comments on almost every one of my videos, and somehow, usually, his comments get flagged as spam, and they're never spam. They're always great comments, but somehow Google doesn't like him for some reason. Anyway, LJ Master Noob says, you explored your entire world, and in the end, some quiet. I want to ask about the Screamer. He's talking about The Quietest Place, my art assignment video, where I wheeled around at 6 in the morning trying to find someplace quiet. The Screamer is an old woman who's down the hall, and I've seen her in person, and she'll just sit there and she'll suddenly just go, ah, and just scream like total, you know, Haunted Mansion scream. And she'll scream all of her breath out and then kind of wait, take a deep breath, and then rah, again. The weird thing was, last Saturday, she was out in the lobby here, and there were some guests around, like her friends who that, and it was like la 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 la. She was like opera singing instead of screaming. So she kind of expresses herself without consonants, I guess. But she's trying to say, "Come here, help me," and she's saying, "Ah!" There's a lot of that. There's an old Russian guy here who goes, "Up, up, 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 up," and he's hungry. "I'm hungry. It's funny. The old people sit around the dining room all quietly, just sort of doing their own thing. And one of them will go, "Mom, mom, 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 mom," and then somebody else will go, "Shut up, Boris." It's funny, they bicker. And there's cliques too, the same people always sit together. Kenneth Lamar, I wonder if the person who hit you sees this. If they did, I bet they'd feel 100 times worse. It seems pretty miserable there, man. Well, there are certainly miserable aspects, and I was pretty miserable last week when I had the fever. I mean, this is all out there for anyone to stumble upon. You know, maybe someday some friend of this person who knows she hit a motorcycle will point it out to her. I don't know. Years down the line, after settlements have been made and money's changed hands, and I'm better as I'm going to get, you know, do you forgive people? Yes, you have to forgive everybody. But, you know, that doesn't mean my lawyer's not going to clean them out to the best of their ability, because it's really is kind of They really have put quite a kink in my lifestyle, as you can well see. But in general, I favor the concept of forgiveness in kind of a Christian way. But nobody's getting off the hook. Nobody's getting off the hook. Keith Morocco again. I feel compelled to ask about your mustache. Because I always wear that t-shirt that says, "Ask me about my mustache." That's a t-shirt from Movember, which is the charity from Australia where you're supposed to grow a mustache for the month of November for prostate cancer awareness. I did that once years ago, but I already had a mustache. I had to shave it off to start fresh. I've gone through periods of waxing it to try to get it nice and pointy, but you know, when it's too intense, it looks a little silly. I'm kind of liking this shag that I'm getting, but the mustache is longer than the rest of it, so I can get that going. Anyway, any other mustache questions, please direct them to me. Martin James has made a lot of great comments. You can see them all along here. But the one that really struck me was a Hemingway quote he mentioned, which I think is from The Sun Also Rises, where he says, "The world breaks everyone, and afterward, many are strong in the broken places." And I think that's true. I mean, whatever the world puts you through, you learn from it and you get stronger. It breaks you, and then the places that are broken, they can become stronger. And that gets me, that makes me kind of emotional, partially because I read that book to my kids last year. I didn't really care for it, couldn't make head or tail of it. But then my son, senior in high school, read it for English and came back to me and explained it all to me again, and got it. And I like Ernest Hemingway in concept. He's kind of my beard model at the moment. Didn't enjoy reading the book that much, but that quote, "The world breaks everyone and many are strong in the broken places," something about that cuts right into my heart, and I get the feels, as they say. So, yay emotion. Thank you, Mark. He also says, next time you eat together, make Amelia eat something, because she was stiffing on my spaghetti at UCLA. So it's like a begging cat. I think she's crazy not eating, film roll or not looking forward. Well, women are crazy. It's just some are crazier than others. You can't argue with them. She likes to fast. She's got that kind of personality. She likes to do extreme things like that, you know. But she'll be done with it in a week, and then she'll be a little bit less like a hungry cat, I guess, because she'll be able to actually eat food. Anyway, Amelia's lovely. Amelia has been a real MVP in this whole situation. She's taken me to the hospital. She's stayed at my house and brought me things. She's been a real great help, as has Sandy, who you saw in one video, who sometimes lives in my house. You saw her briefly in the one called Sexy Pants, where she's holding up my cut-up pants that I was in the accident with. My friend Paula's also been a great MVP. She brought me some great pants at Target that I could wear around the nursing home here. She's brought me a lovely burger, and she's one of the best. Greg Benson brought me food. Susan Lee, good friend of mine, she has been by 2 or 3 times, brought me some delicious food and always great company. She brought me the sketch pad. You've seen some of my left-handed drawings on. If I forget anyone, I apologize. Madison, Medical Says, came by, did a couple of YouTube videos the other day. That was lovely. Okay, I forgot. I wanted to acknowledge this. I got an actual handwritten note from Paul Christo, who is a fan. Cleverly watched the video, figured out where I was, figured out the address, and sent me an actual card, a handwritten note. It says, "Heal. Sorry to hear of your accident. I hope you're feeling better every day. I'm a big fan of your YouTube channels and wish you ever-expanding success with your endeavors there. It's regrettable you'll miss Captain America 2 in the theaters, as it is not nearly as shitty as Thor 2. Well, that's good to know. If you ever want to grab a beer sometime, let me know. Regards, Paul." So thank you very much, Paul. This really means a lot to me. You know, this is the 21st century. This is 2014. Handwritten notes with actual, you know, postage on them are rare, and I really appreciate it. And I didn't want to go through my commentary without acknowledging it. So, Paul, thank you very much. Anyway, thanks everybody for all your help and all your comments and all your contributions. If you would like to contribute to the Mark Gray Pays His Bills Fund, you can watch, I believe, episode 14 and learn all about that. And there's a link in the description that tells you where you can go to the, I can never remember the name of it. Pay it forward, fund it forward, give me money, something. There's a website where you can make contributions if you like. No pressure. You're lovely. I really just love your eyeballs. I love your attention. And wish that you keep watching and enjoying these, and keep sharing them with your friends if you enjoy them. All right, commentary, guys. We did it. Thanks a million. You're the best.